Well, today we're excited to welcome back a good friend of the show, two-time guest now, singer-songwriter Justin Gambino, not to be confused with the great Bambino. Justin's...
Wow. Okay, I got to stop you right there. Let's not do that. Listen, our last name is Pretty. We have no business doing jokes on people's last names, bro. Okay.
Well, he released an EP this past July called Just Like Jesus, and we're going to be diving into the heart behind these songs, the message of the EP, and what God's been doing in his life and ministry here lately. Justin, welcome to the show.
Man, thanks for having me again, man. It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been what?
Yeah.
Couple years?
Couple years, yeah. And the last time we talked to you, you were at I want to say an Indian spot, maybe?
It was a Thai place.
A Thai place.
Okay. Just outside of Florence, Kentucky.
Yes. And we talked about your last name then, and you were a good sport about it.
I mean, I'd like to say that I'm a good sport about anything that people want to talk about or poke fun
That's right.
at. I'm just like, hey,
again,
cool.
Our last names are pretty, so yeah.
Well, I won't make no jokes about you.
Yeah. Well, I noticed on your Instagram a few times you post stories about you drinking coffee. You got to have that coffee. You're an avid coffee drinker. What is your go-to drink when it comes to coffee?
When it comes to coffee, a cortado is my go-to drink. And a cortado kind of was a drink that they started in, I think it was Portugal. And cortado means to shorten. And so it's like, imagine just like a plain latte with like a third of the amount of milk. So it's like really strong. And so, yeah, same amount of espresso as a latte, but just not as much milk, if you wanted to know. Just in case.
It's friendly for our lactose intolerant friends. It's a good coffee drink. They don't want as much dairy, right?
Yeah. It's like a 3 or 4 ounce drink. It's really small, and you're done with it in like, at least I'm done with it in like less than a minute.
Right. Yeah. See, I'm glad you described it because I've ordered them before. Like, I know I like them, but I just didn't know it was basically just a latte with less milk.
There you go. Yeah, pretty much.
They should just call it a latte with less milk.
It's fancy.
It is fancy when you say cortado. That's true.
You're in Franklin today. Have you ever been to the Honest Coffee?
Like a few hours ago.
Yeah, there you go.
I was just there. He's like, I was just there. I got the frequent.
Bro, seriously, man, it was my first stop whenever I came into town because I was on my way to my producer's studio, and I was like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna stop at Honest and get me a drink." And I just needed it, man. I was like 6 a.m. start time and driving, and he's like, "Can you pick me up something too?" I was like, "Sure, dude." So that was like around, I don't know, 2 o'clock, something like that today. So, I mean, more than a few hours ago. Yeah.
Right.
But I was just there.
Last fall, we were there for the Doves, and we went to Honest. And my other brother's not on here to tell the story, but I will tell it for him. But we were there getting coffee because that's our go-to when we're always in Nashville, Franklin area.
Yeah.
And he wanted a bag of coffee to take home to his wife. And, you know, you go to any kind of store and a bag of coffee at the most is going to be like $20, $25 for whole bean coffee. And he buys it, and the lady's like $75 or something like that.
He got the big bag. Like he got the the big one.
He got the big one.
So Chris, my brother, he's one of those where he won't like, "Oh, I can't do that." He'll just man up and say, "Oh well," and then
just
swipe
to avoid an awkward situation. He just threw the card up on the counter, and he was like, "I hope my wife likes this coffee."
So yeah, I was like, "Whoo, that's a little steep for a bag of coffee."
Yeah, I think they're I think just their 10-ounce bags, you're looking at $28 to $38. Or maybe that's like a 1 pound. I don't know. Maybe it's 16 ounces, but yeah, it's a lot. I keep every once in a while I'll take a bag of beans home, but
Yeah.
I got a few bags of beans from different states in my van right now, so I don't need to pick up another bag on the way out of town. It's
Yeah.
gonna go It's gonna go stale before I drink it.
Yeah.
What's funny though is Chris's face was just like, you could tell he was like, "Oh my gosh, that is outrageous!" But he just like laid it up there, and we walked away. And he goes, "Jessica better drink every single sip of this coffee."
That's awesome.
I could see him brewing her like 6 cups a day. He's like, "You're gonna drink this."
He's like, "You want coffee? You want
You're
coffee?
gonna like it."
You look like you want coffee. You look like you want coffee." Yeah, I had a bag too. I was actually behind him in line, and I had a bag because I was like, "That's a pretty good idea. Let's get a bag to take home." And when I saw that, I like slowly turned around and put the bag back on the shelf. I was like,
Everybody just hears like this thump on the ground. You just like drop it and just like kind of walk away.
"Yeah." Well, I think I got a T-shirt instead. Honestly, I was like, "I'll just take a T-shirt. I'm good."
I don't need coffee. I'll just
happy with that.
Oh,
there he is. We're talking about him. Here he is.
Speaking of coffee,
there
He's
he
the guy
is.
that buys the expensive bags right here.
we were telling him about the honest coffee story.
I got suckered.
He was like, "I'm still trying to get her to drink that coffee."
No, I wish it was savored that long, but it was gone within a week. I feel like, which made it even worse. I feel like.
Oh, that's
good,
great.
Good. Well, Justin,
What's
it's been
up,
a while. Oh, sorry, Chris. I'll let you.
Oh, what's up?
Say
Sorry,
hey.
I'm. We had some storms roll through, and my littles woke up, and then it was playtime. My oldest, who just turned 4. I'll tell you this real quick story because it was the cutest, most funniest thing ever. He rolled over to me and goes, "Daddy, I'm going to give Jesus a sword so that way he doesn't die again." And I was like, "Bro, that is like the sweetest, most endearing thing that you could say." But like,
oh my goodness,
that is hilarious.
That is, man, to have the mind of a 4-year-old again.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
my kid just looked at me and said, "Dad, I want ice cream." Pretty sweet. It was pretty endearing, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Hey Justin, it's been a while. We'll kind of continue on the questions that I got for you here, but I just want to know what you've been up to. I mean, the last time we talked, we mentioned it. You were kind of in the middle of a trip. You pulled over on the side of the road at the Thai restaurant. You just got back from another trip, and you leave tomorrow for another trip. I feel like we always find you kind of like on the go. What you been up to since the last time we talked, man?
Man, so much. I have. So last time we talked, we were talking about the Made New record.
Yeah.
And for the last 2 years, it's just been a whirlwind of doing what we're doing now, media stuff, and telling the story. Whether it be, like a taping that's going to air later or something that's live, it's been a lot of that the last almost 2 years. And through that process, like, this was like the Made New record was like my testimony in a record, right? And so it was a story that I buried for so long, and I did not expect the media just to be so they just want to tell that story. And so there's just been a lot of opportunities to do that, which has been humbling. It's been amazing. It's been challenging, because it's like, I was talking about this earlier today, that like, every time I share my story, like I remember different parts of it in the moment. And I think that's because anytime I'm sharing it, it's going to be for like a different audience, different people that's got, different journeys, different walks of life. And then I might be saying something that I remember in the moment that was for those people that were listening, maybe someone listening to this podcast, And so that's been, just a wild journey, which through that process, I met with a book publisher that has now encouraged me to write my story, to write a book. And so I've embarked on that journey. On top of, we started producing the Just Like Jesus EP at the end of 2023. So we're working on that for some time. And I'm building a music studio back home. That's been another thing, that I think I'm building a studio that's not for me, which is weird to say.
Yeah.
Since last October, I've been swinging the hammer and building walls and running electrical wire and plumbing and doing all this stuff that I love doing that kind of stuff. I was a construction mechanic in the Navy. So that, swinging a hammer and building stuff is just like right up my alley, right?
Yeah.
So I've been doing that too. And then, of course, like it feels like half of this year, maybe a little less than half of this year has been preparing for the release of this EP. Getting lyric videos created and which songs are we going to push out first, and kind of rolling out a campaign, media campaign, and all that stuff, or a PR campaign, I should say. So yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy busy, but it's been awesome too. I've been on the road since June, and I've been home a few times between June and now, but yeah, just got done doing some shows in Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Ohio. Yeah.
Can you go back where you said you feel like you're building the studio not for yourself? Can you explain that a little bit, man?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
So do you guys remember the part of my story where God told me to do this revival on the grounds of the courthouse?
Yeah.
So for those of you listening to this podcast right now, just to kind of give you just a quick catch up, I found myself at the age of 18 standing before a judge. I was looking at 2 years in the jail with a felony on my record or military. And so I chose military, thought my hopes and dreams of music was out the window. God put the guitar back in my hands, started pursuing music. In 2020 is when he said, I want you to do this night of worship revival on the grounds of the same courthouse where you were judged. So now that everybody's caught up to speed, like with my full circle moment, now I'm leading worship at this revival on the grounds of the courthouse where I was judged as a teen. It was just like a few months after that first annual revival that I was, you know what a garage is like, right? It's a place where you just like, it's like kind of a catch-all sometimes. And that's how our garage was back home in Texas. So I was just like storing stuff, music equipment that I wasn't using anymore or whatever, storing stuff in this room in the garage. And I'm like awake. I'm not sleeping or dreaming or anything, right? I'm fully awake. And I turn, and as I turn, it was like the room became like this studio that I saw. Just like this vision that God gave me. And then it was gone in a second. And I thought, well, that's weird. and the Lord said, I'm showing you something. I need you to pay attention. And I was like, okay. So I went and told my wife, and I was like, I think God wants me to build a studio in my garage. And, it makes me think of like Field of Dreams. It's like you build it, they'll come and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you're smiling like you're thinking about it, right?
I'm thinking, okay, Costner.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I put that, I told my wife, I told my dad, and I told my pastor that vision. And then I started writing the Made New record, and then just next thing you know, it's 4 years later. It's end of last year, 2024, and God keeps reminding me of this vision He gave me, and the garage is still a catch-all. This is like October of 2024, and next thing I know, there's a family at church, and they ask me, they're like, "Hey, what's something that God's like doing in your ministry? Like, we want to know how we can like sow into your ministry and what you're doing." And I thought to myself, I think I'm going to need like a week to pray about this, because that was around a time that I was thinking about the studio. So that's kind of odd timing. And so the more I thought about it, the Lord just keeps telling me, like, tell him about the studio. And I'm thinking, no, that's like a huge ask, Lord. That's like huge. You're talking a huge budget if you're going to pursue something like that.
Oh yeah.
And so long story short, I share that with them. And then they asked me to draw up like just a budget for what that's going to look like. And they have pledged to see it through over the next 2 years. Well, this was like last October.
Wow.
So we're coming up on what, 10, it's now been 10 months that this studio has been under construction. And the more and more I build it, the more and more I swing the hammer, the Lord just keeps reminding me that, Justin, this is going to be a place that you never had. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a place that's going to create the opportunity for you to be the person that you needed in your life whenever you were a prodigal.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's so true, because whenever I did go into a studio with like friends, I hung out with some friends in a studio one time. It was always on Wednesday night. There was always alcohol there. So like, it wasn't like the greatest environment. Right.
Yeah.
And, I just never had a place to pursue music and be pointed to Jesus at that time of my life. And I fully believe that God is just, he's providing, every single penny for me to do this studio build. And
awesome.
It's been wild to see that. So there's been days this year when I'm not on the road, or I'm not here in Tennessee recording new music, and I'm literally like drilling holes through wooden studs to run electrical wire, or I'm hanging sheetrock, I'm on a scaffold and I'm putting in insulation and that kind of stuff. And so just showing up, even whenever it feels like so small of a task, it's like I'm just showing up and being obedient in this season, because I have no idea what's to come with that studio. But I think God will allow me to use it for like writing and, just kind of a creative space. And I think I'll still be recording here in Tennessee, but I think it's going to be more of like a music mentorship kind of space. I don't know, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm eager to see what God does with it. I do know that it's going to be called Mercy Studios.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So during Slinging Hammers and all that, how have you had time to release Just Like Jesus EP?
I don't know.
And get all that out.
I don't know. Well, one thing that changed this year. So at the end of 2023, I also got to go on an indie artist retreat in Washington, which led to 2 contracts, one of them being a distribution deal, and then one of them being a publishing administration deal. So since January, I've been under Residence Music, which is powered by Centricity Music. And so like their distribution and publishing team have been a huge help in helping me roll out these singles. I do, and some people ask me, or they make a comment, they're like, "Oh, you're signed now." And everybody thinks that that's just like a record deal, right?
Yeah.
The general public do. But that's not what it is. Like, I'm still the acting label, I guess you say. Like, so still all like the production costs and all that stuff falls on me, and booking tours and all that stuff. So I would say that they were like a huge part of just helping me keep my deadlines in place.
Yeah.
As far as distribution and publishing, because without them, I would have to literally make myself sit down and be like, okay, I have to give myself a deadline of this, a realistic deadline to do this, you know. But with them in my corner now, it was nice for someone to be like, hey, we need you to give this to us by this date.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's go, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And so it kind of made me feel like I was in the military again, taking orders.
So tell us about the EP, Just Like Jesus.
Yeah. So this is the first of 2 EPs that I'll be releasing over the next year or so. And Just Like Jesus, you know, autobiographical. It's kind of like I guess you'd say round 2 of the Made New kind of thing. You know, I kind of feel like the Just Like Jesus just really kind of circles back to that prodigal story, especially with the song Just Like Jesus. But I also kind of went out in the left field a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard the song Judas and Me.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually inspired by a book that I was reading at the time. And it was, the title of the book was called Not Safe by Mark Batterson. And he talks about how, he just talks about the betrayal of Judas. And I'll never forget when we wrote that song. I was actually on the plane reading this book. And when I get to here in Tennessee, my producer's like, what do we want to write about today? I was like, I can't stop thinking about something that I just read in this book. And, you know, just this idea of like, we never intentionally would pickpocket our Savior.
Yeah.
But we rob him of his glory every time we don't show up and show out for the calling that God has put on our lives.
Yeah.
Like we just rob him of his glory if we don't do what we're called to do. And I was like, oh man, that hit me hard. And I brought that into the writing room and asked, how can we write a song about this? How can we write a song that's going to be so thought provoking that it's just going to make people think and maybe even feel convicted? And so, yeah, I actually did a show in Ohio the other night, and 2 people before the show, they're like, are you going to do Judas and Me? Like, I love that song. Like, yeah, I can throw it on the set list. Yeah. Let's make the set list right now. Let's sit down.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that those 2 really, really fun. Wake Me Up. I'm actually staying at a friend's house. So, like, the song Wake Me Up was actually written like 2 feet over this way, like in this living room, just hanging out here in this living room. And yeah, that was a fun song. I felt like that one was kind of like a sequel to Revive. If you remember that song from the Made New record, Good Intentions. It was kind of like this idea of, you know, there was a time in 2020 before the first revival at the courthouse where I just felt convicted that I've just been building up this kingdom that I thought was God's, and really I'm just trying to build a name for myself. And the second verse in that song, it says, Lord, your small voice is slowly guiding me out of the dark, and I'm learning still that the heart of the matter is the matter of the heart. And that actually, I never forgot that line. It was from my mentor and pastor at the time. He said that in a sermon. I was like, I'm writing that down. You know, just wrote it in my journal. That had to have been like 8 years ago. And then whenever I was writing that song, I said, that line kind of fits in there.
Yeah.
I have to, you know, kind of take that for myself.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how many times when someone's asked that question in the writing room or in, you know, what do we want to write about? How often people are like, dude, let's do a song about Judas. You know, like, I was really feeling Judas today.
Yeah, that's like so far out of left field. I just remember my producer was like, what? A song about Judas? We're usually singing about Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
We're not singing about the guy that betrayed Judas, you know.
Yeah, you're like, you know how that one ended, bro? No.
Yeah. Horrible.
I mean, you could have done about Lot's wife or something, you know.
Yeah.
In the salt.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different ways you can there's so much material in the Bible, you know, and you're
For
not going
sure.
to get sued for writing from it either.
Yeah.
True.
unless I get to heaven and then Lord's like, yeah, like all these.
Yeah, you have this heavenly lawsuit, this heavenly lawsuit, this one. Like,
Busted, man.
like, oh, okay.
Jesus is like, dude, Judas ain't even up here, bro. So I don't even know why.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Hey, would you mind also sharing a little bit about the song "You Were Always There"?
Yeah.
Loving that
almost
one.
Forgot
Man.
about that one. How could you forget about that one, bro? That song actually started. There was just a couple lines in my journal that was the first two lines of the song. You knew my name before I took a breath. You knew that I would run before I took a step. Yet you pursued my heart. That was just two lines in my journal that I jotted down a few years ago. And we decided to see where that would go when we started like just kind of putting a melody to it and a chorus. And that one just really, I feel like that one just kind of wrote itself. And I've been sharing this year on, and I say that because it was just so easy to write. Like once we started pursuing it, within a couple hours it was written, and we're like, hey, let's go get some Thai food, and celebrate. We just wrote a song, and but I've been sharing on the road this year before I sing that song, you know, because a lot of people that see me multiple times on the road, they've heard the testimony, right? And the testimony takes a little bit of time to get through and dissect and deliver it to an audience. But I've been saying that if I can sum up my testimony in 3.5 minutes, it would be that song right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of my favorites from the EP, that one. And just because just like Jesus and You Were Always There were two songs that we got to collaborate with a gospel choir on. You guys probably heard those little pieces, and you know those little I don't know what you would call it, like little icing on the cake, you know, in the production side of things. And man, they just brought the heat. And you know, usually that choir, you send them the song and then they work remotely and they send you all the stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
But they allowed me to come into town and just be a fly on the wall, and we got a lot of content during those sessions, and it was just special, man. It was special to hear a choir singing certain parts and just like really making certain parts of that song come to life, and even to the point where I was getting emotional in the studio. So that one, yeah, You Were Always There. It really, really holds a special place in my heart, and just sums up my testimony.
Yeah,
You know,
it's beautiful,
I was a prodigal, so, and God knew that before I could take a breath, that I was gonna run from him. He knew all that, you know.
Yeah.
Yet still accepted me with open arms when I decided to come home. And
Isn't it crazy?
Isn't it wild?
Awesome? And it's good to know that it's an actual live choir, not AI, bro. You've not gone the way of AI yet, man. That's good.
Yeah, we were actually, and there's YouTube proof too, so you can go back YouTube and watch the choir sessions and all that stuff. And there's like B-roll and all that stuff of us with the choir. And my producer and I have talked about this, about how like there's options now out there for you to do like AI choir.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just like, no, I would, yeah, I love hearing like real voices, but I've also, not only that, but I've also loved the relationships that have been built over the last year and a half with actual people. And there's actually a new song that we're almost done producing now that'll be on the next EP. That, you know, you can almost like, I won't say fake anything, but you can pretty much, you know, just have a MIDI controller keyboard, and you could make any instrument right with a keyboard.
Oh yeah.
And we were working on this song, and it's like, oh, we want this to have like a grand piano feel, and oh, that's this grand piano button right here. Boop, you know, and then we
Right.
play
Yeah.
it. And I remember asking my producer, I was like, hey, would you be down for us just finding a player, like a pro player, renting a studio that has a grand piano in it, and just give it that real grand piano feel?
Mm.
And that was just so special, man. It was just like a 2-hour session.
Beautiful.
Just a
Well,
2-hour
awesome.
session, and just hearing just the piano, the real piano in that moment. And I start to think about that song, and I start to get emotional because the song it asks for that. And that song, just if I could kind of describe it, it's like a canvas, and it's a song about his scars and how I just don't want to ever forget the price that he paid on the cross. It's probably going to be the first song that we roll out from this new EP. But it's just such a special song. And so, and then again, I mean, I guess with music production, the well can go as deep as you want it to.
Yeah.
As far as like how much you want to spend on this, that, the other.
Right.
And we could still like, oh, here, you want cello? Here, let's push this button and do this. Or you want violin?
Cello.
And I was like, no, bro, there's nothing like actual fingers on strings. And so we just got back the stems or the tracks for actual cello, violin, that stuff. And just, it feels so just alive.
Awesome.
And yeah, man, talking about new music, and it's just like, new music just released, but this new stuff is going to be good.
So save the AI choir. What you're saying is save the AI choir for the song about Judas, not the.
Yeah. We'll let Judas have the AI choir. No.
That's funny.
Man.
Well, Justin, the last time you were on, we did a favorite things thing with you, and you had mentioned when we asked you who your favorite artist was. Do you remember who that was?
I think it was John Foreman.
No, you said Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
I said
you don't remember. You said Whitney Houston. You don't remember? Did you forget? Wow.
Yeah. Well, you said Switchfoot, and you said, but I really love John Foreman. I love his songwriting. So we thought it'd be fun to do a little finish the lyrics game with Switchfoot songs. So,
oh, dang. Oh, man, put me on the spot, bro.
So we're going to give you a line from a Switchfoot. These are all Switchfoot songs that you should know. And then you just finish the lyrics.
Like how he put "you should know." Like he didn't say that. Like you might know or you would know.
We're about
you
to
should
find out.
They're not deep cuts. You should know them.
Wait, I added one deep cut on the end though.
Okay. And
man.
By the way, John listens to us, so hopefully,
he's a regular listener.
I really
he's a regular listener.
Like,
absolutely.
For a second, and then I was gonna have to remember these lyrics in front of him.
Yeah, no cheating now. I'll do the first one
on my phone. I have no computer.
There you go.
There's no one here.
You don't have
whispering any stuff to my ears. So
all right. The first one is "We were meant to live for so much more." What's the rest of that?
We were meant to live for so much more. If we lost ourselves.
There you go.
There it is. See, these are easy. Give me some softball ones to begin with.
All right.
Are you sure that's right? Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
All right, Jesse or Chris? Yeah.
I'll go next. This is your life. Are you who you want to be? This is your life.
Are you who you want to be? It repeats itself.
No.
Think about it.
This is your life. Who you wanna be?
Yeah, it does repeat itself once. I think we're going after that second repeat, or after that first repeat.
Is it everything?
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, hold on. Everything. I don't want to jack up the lyrics, you know, but I can hear the melody.
You're on it. You're on it.
You have it.
Literally, you're on it.
You started it.
You said, "Is it everything?"
You dreamed that it could be?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
That's it right there, brother. And it's hard. Like, this is such a hard, because we do this, right?
And we're not giving you any melody or.
Yeah, it's so hard when you're reading
this is hard because, like, if the song was going, I'd be like singing every word, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe half a second behind John just to make sure I get it right.
That's it. That's it. Hey, listen, don't feel bad. Like, the last time I saw Switchfoot, he was literally like, they stopped the song like 45 seconds in, and he was like, "Wait, what's the words?" Like, he literally was like, "I don't know the lyrics, man." He's like, "We got like a million songs," so they literally like stopped and restarted just because he forgot the lyrics.
I did that at the Just Like Jesus release party.
These are new songs, guys.
Well, I decided to throw in a song on my set list that I'd written a decade ago.
There you go.
So it was written a decade ago, and I hadn't performed it in maybe a couple years. I threw it in there, and there was this guy on the front row, and I was like just strumming. I was like, if this guy's on the front row, he's got to be a fan, right? So he's got to know the lyrics. And I'm like, hey, you know this song of mine called blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah. I was like, you remember the lyrics? And he was like, no.
No.
So we were both lost. But thankfully, like 20 seconds later, it came to me. So
there you go. There you go.
Just because I wrote it 10 years ago doesn't mean I remember it today.
Yeah.
No, that's valid. It's valid. And just, because we're about to do their song. It's just as hard to just read it and not sing it as it is for you to hear it not sung. Like, it's so awkward to just say this.
Well, that's what flipped me up on it, because I wanted to do the melody, and then I flopped the want and who word to get back because I was
it's so weird to read it.
Or when I did Meant to Live, I wanted it to go
exactly. So now that you're writing a book, you're gonna have to not sing it and just write without melody, unless you want the whole book to be sung.
You could do an audiobook that's like a full.
It's true. Could sing the whole thing.
Yeah, I'd so be down to do an audiobook. I think that'd be really cool.
Denzel needs to do your audiobook.
You think?
Well, I mean, AI Denzel can do it.
AI Denzel. I love it. I love it.
Denzel
and Morgan Freeman together.
Choir.
Oh, yeah.
Denzel choir.
Just make Denzel's voice into a choir.
Love it.
Read my book.
Awesome. That's awesome. All right. I dare you to move. I dare you to move. Now it's up to you. And he doesn't move at all. It's so hard.
I dare you to lift yourself above the floor.
There it is. What are you doing down there? Get up.
All right.
That's not part of the song, Jesse.
Yeah.
That's that's freestyle.
So that was three. 3 for
3 for 3.
Are y'all gonna do another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those were the easy
Next
ones.
This one's off their, I think, the album after.
No hints. No hints.
Okay. Here we go. When I look at the stars, I see someone else. This song is like heavy guitars. I love it.
Yeah, no, I know the song. When I look at the stars, I see someone else. That's what you said?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm folding on this one. It's not When I Look at the Stars Again, is it?
Yes.
No. Yes.
It starts there.
if you felt like Justin today, who would you feel like?
I feel like myself.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just call me. I'm like that guy on the front row, right? I'm like that guy on the front row. Just help you find the lyrics there, bro.
I feel like myself.
There it is.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I'll do this one. Yesterday, it's so weird to say it. I can't get over it. Okay, but I'll try to add some dramatic pause.
You know what comes to mind?
What's that?
That song, Yesterday.
All my troubles seem so.
All my troubles seem so far away.
Copyright. We don't have
It's a
clearance for that.
depressing song.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yesterday is a wrinkle on your forehead.
Jesse, you read it so like you have no
That's
idea.
why I wanted to add dramatic pause. I wanted like it's an audio book, you know.
Yesterday and a wrinkle on your
Is a
forehead.
wrinkle on your forehead.
Is it yesterday? Is a promise that you've broken?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
There it is.
Ding ding.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I
that's
feel
it.
like we need like a ding ding tone
Ding,
or
ding,
something.
ding.
That's a true
Yeah, you
fan
didn't
right
put that
there.
in
That's a
there.
true fan.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Switchfoot songs. This Is Your Life.
Yesterday is the promise that you've
Love
broken.
that song.
You could give him one of these, Chris. One of those. Give him one of those. There it is. There it is. There it is. You don't want to hear what it is if you get it wrong, bro. It's not good.
Yeah. All right, Jacob, you do this one, and then Jesse, you can do that one you added.
Yeah, I'll do the deep cut one. Yeah.
All
right. Hello, Hurricane. You're not enough.
Hello, Hurricane. You can't silence my love.
That's it right there. You're nailing it right now. You're nailing it.
Nice.
All right. Deep cut one, right? All right, here we go.
And last one.
This is the last one. I added this one because I wanted to have a deep cut of a more
Dude,
obscure song.
I don't even know this one. What
okay.
is?
So this is
Thanks.
from, I think it's Vice Versus. I think
Thanks,
this is
Jacob.
from the
Oh,
Vice
okay.
Versus album.
You're
All right.
welcome.
So I've lost all that I wanted to leave. I've lost all that I wanted to be. Don't believe there's nothing this true.
I don't even know what song that is. Yeah, which song is that from the Vice Versus?
I believe it's Circles. I think it's Vice Versus. Circles is the song. It might not be Vice Versus. I may be confusing the album, but the song's named Circles, and the rest of the lyric is "Don't believe in this modern machine, the modern machine." Song called Circles.
I wouldn't have gotten it.
It's okay. Hey, listen, I wanted to add one deep cut because I saw the other ones, and I was like, man, these are the good ones.
Yeah. So how many did I get?
We'll give them all to you. That last one, that was too hard. You just got them all. You got them all.
Now,
What
Justin, I really love Switchfoot's Native Tongue album.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, that Native Tongue, that album's killer. Yeah,
That is such a good album.
I'm not a fan of the newer one. And it's got a weird name title.
Oh yeah,
something, something Bang or something like that.
Interrobang.
Yeah, not a fan of that one. But
well,
it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. There's some good songs on it, but yeah, since if you've been listening to them for so long, it's so hard to I don't know. I think John's a great songwriter.
Oh yeah,
great songwriter, especially with his solo stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, how can you top some of their greatest hits?
Oh yeah.
You just go back to them, but what an honor that is to just write some songs that have been a huge part in people's lives and stories. It's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
and by the way, Circles is from O Gravity.
Oh.
You got one from O Gravity?
That was the one. That was Oh Gravity. It's not Vice Versa. It's
okay.
Oh Gravity. Yeah, I got the albums mixed up.
Okay.
They only have like 38 albums, you know.
Isn't it like 12 or 13?
They have a lot.
It's quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
All right, Justin. Well, you did pass. We'll give you 7 out of 7. We'll throw in the last one. So we know you have another EP that you're working on currently that you're going to release. But what is next for you, and how can our viewers and listeners keep up with you?
JustinGambino.com. You can find all the things. You can find my testimony. Find where I'll be on the road. I'm on tour until November 2nd. And then in December, we hold the 6th annual revival on the grounds of the courthouse where I was judged, which is really cool. And yeah, this new EP that we're working on, it's going to be different, y'all. It's going to be different because it's more worship. It's original worship. Stuff that I've never embarked on before. I believe everything that we do is worship, right? Yeah, congregational, immersive worship. It's different from what I've ever done before.
Yeah,
which I'm really excited for. Beautiful music we're writing, so
it's awesome.
I'm
So
really excited for that.
So in the middle of building the studio and everything, you're also in the middle of recording some Christmas music right now, right?
No.
He's
Come
like,
on.
ain't no way, dude.
I did release my own rock and roll version of Joy to the World last year.
Yes, we liked it a lot.
I actually was in the studio last week. I was recording some vocal parts. I'm being featured on a Christmas single this year, but
With John Foreman.
I wish.
Is it for the now? That's what I call Christmas 48. Is it that? You know, that's.
Does her name rhyme with Polly Darton?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Man.
Do I look
Okay.
like that to you? No. No Christmas music in the works this year. Although I have it has been requested. It has been requested that I do like an entire Christmas album, and I'm like, I do not have that kind of money.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'd rather spend that money on
Some barefoot speakers.
Yeah, that too. Or just expanding my knowledge of Switchfoot lyrics.
Yeah.
There you go. You got to purchase that Oh Gravity album and catch up, man. Got to dust that one off.
Yeah, I got to go study.
Well, bro, to wrap up, we'd like to see if you'd be willing to share something that God's been doing in your life recently that would help encourage and build up our viewers and listeners' faith.
Yeah, I would say don't be afraid to share your story. I was that guy that buried my story for so long, and now that I've shared it, I see how God is just working through that and encouraging people and using my story to bring other prodigals home, which is just a humbling thing. So if you have a story and you're on the other side of that valley, don't hesitate to share that story with someone, because that could be someone's genesis to their healing. It could be the beginning process of them. So that's what I would love to share.
Beautiful.
Nice. Well, Justin, thank you once again, man, for chatting with us. Just like Jesus, your latest EP is out. Be on the lookout for his next EP releasing soon. Man, we love you. You're welcome back anytime.
Too.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah.
And should we do that thing now?
No, I like the original one.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the one at the very beginning was great. No, yeah, we can do it again. We'll give you redemption here.
Wait, I missed it.
You missed it.
Oh yeah, you did miss it. Yeah, you totally.
I was telling him what to do.
You'll see it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was telling him what to do. I was asking him to do an intro, and he goes, "Well, what do you want me to say?" And I said, I say your name, and you're listening to the Christian Music Guys. And as soon as we hit record, he goes, "Hey, y'all."
He was on it. He was on though. He was on point. He was there.
That was great.